What is going on, everyone? It's Tachi. I'm back. You know to expect the mask because I'm around a lot of people. And I am super excited. I just heard these two individuals speak. By the way, they're father and son. You would never know. I'm going to have you guys introduce yourselves to the audience, please.
My name is Eric Coffie with Galcon Giants.
Fantastic. And
I'm Brandon Coffee.
okay, Eric and Brandon Coffee. All right, so you just did a session on how to start your own NFT collection, and I was feverishly taking notes. So can you kind of summarize exactly how one would do this? Because I know a lot of people are wondering, I want to do this, but how? How did you start?
I think the easiest thing, well, again, we can give you the tools, but like anything else, you've got to have the idea in mind of what it is that you want to do exactly. Once you pin down the concept, what we gave on stage today was how do you take an idea from concept to actually make it a reality? And we pretty much gave the tools.
Okay.
But I think a lot of times, Josh, what I find with small businesses in particular, because I work with small businesses, is that they don't even know what they want to do first. So that's a great place to start. It's just kind of defining exactly what it is that you want to do.
So define what it is you want to do. All right.
Yeah. So and one of the things we just finished NFT week, and they talked about like you don't need to copy other people's collections. Right? So I know so many people are like they're into the apes. And they're making different versions of apes.
Right.
We have grandpa apes. We
Okay.
have grandpa apes, sleepy apes, trunk apes. I mean, it's enough with the apes.
Well,
right?
apes are popular. I think that's why people are
Absolutely.
gravitating towards them because they see the success that Bored Ape Yacht Club has had, and they try to replicate it. But you don't have to do apes. No. Okay.
No. I mean, there's a lot of successful collections. Bored Ape Yacht Clubs is just the one that gets the most hype. But there's been a lot of successful collections out there. I'm part of Alien Friends. Alien Friends is another successful collection. They've got Invisible Friends. There's Azuki. So there's a lot of other successful, WOW. So there's just a lot of other collections out there that didn't copy that.
You didn't copy that. Okay. So you were talking about the whole thing. I remember that you were talking about this heavy chain thing and the rarity of it. Can you explain to me why it's important to have rarity when you're making a collection? Or is it important for it to be rare?
So it's extremely important for it to have rarity in the collection because you need to have something that separates it to make. It has to be. I don't even know how to describe it necessarily, but it has to be something that somebody wants more than the other thing.
Okay.
So if you don't want something more than the other, then everything's the same, which means it technically doesn't have any real value.
Okay. So, but when you say rarity, does it mean that there are some attributes that this NFT has that others don't have?
Correct.
Or is it according to your collection? So is it rarity within your collection
it's
or
within
overall?
Our collection. It's rarity within our collection. Our collection is 10,000 characters. So within a 10,000, some of the characters, the attributes, they only have 50 of that item.
Okay.
Or 10.
Okay. So
So out of 10,000, there's only 50. Maybe, do you have an example of one? Like jacket or
The heavy neck is like 5 of them right now.
Okay. So he has 5 of the heavy neck ones. So that's one of 5 out of
10,000.
5 out of 10,000.
Right.
So that
makes it very rare.
Very rare.
Right.
Very rare.
Whereas some of the other popular, so like a background, there may be, 500 of the same color background.
Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the process of that. So I remember you were talking about having a whole bunch of different, 10 or so different attributes, right? So you have a jacket, you have the background, you have facial expressions.
Yeah, so those are the categories.
Those are the categories. So for each NFT, you could have them with the same facial expression, but they may have a different jacket, or they may have, is this what okay, all right. Okay, fantastic. So this is all nice.
You've learned a lot. You sound professional.
Well, so I've kind of been in this space for a couple of months now.
Okay, so you've been learning.
So I've been learning because I'm very interested in the space. So I'm in addition to reporting on it, I'm interested in the space.
Absolutely.
So fine. This is lovely. You got 10,000. How do you make these 10,000? Where do you start? Do you just draw it on a piece of paper and digital? What do you do to actually make an NFT?
So what for me, because I'm a YouTuber, I already had characters on YouTube that essentially people would receive when you're doing my YouTube lives.
Okay.
So those characters would do thumbs up and hearts and like make facial expressions. So we took that base character and I sent it to Brandon, and then from there is when all the magic happens. He did all the magic.
You did okay.
He did everything.
You did everything.
Yeah.
Wow.
Me
And his roommate.
You and your roommate. Okay,
Yeah.
fantastic. And are you a college student?
No.
No, you just are.
I just say,
That's all. That's all. Fantastic. So you and your roommate did it together, and then did you approach Dad with the idea, or did he approach you?
he approached me.
Really?
Yeah.
So you knew nothing about this until
I
a
mean,
little
I
while
knew
ago.
just as much as anybody else would know. Like Bored Ape, celebrities.
Right.
Nothing really, like, I guess nothing that's really, no real information about it. Just
Okay.
whatever the media said.
Oh, whatever the media said. So, if somebody wanted, say, somebody in the audience, they're all asking me about this. Where is step one? Yes, your concept, but what you want to do. So then I guess what's the next step? What's step two?
Well, step one, yeah, definitely is the concept. Step two is to have a base character. So if you're talking about specifically to the artwork itself, instead
You need
of
a base character.
you need
A base character.
So base character would be like, let's say you want to design an NFT around your phone.
Okay.
Your phone is the base character.
The phone would be the base character. So
Right.
it's not necessarily like a character. Sorry, it's not necessarily like a character, like a cartoon character. It
No,
could be
because-
it's just the concept. Or the
Because
thing.
remember, like for example, that guy's got those sneakers.
Yeah.
So they have a concept called sneaker heads.
Yeah.
So that you get your concept, right? So you gotta have a base because if you what happens is if you look at any of the NFT collections that have thousands, the whatever that is it's on, it's faced the same direction.
Okay.
So if you look at the apes, they're all like faced to the right. For
Okay.
example, people
Okay.
and if you pay attention, like none of them are like this way and some of that way.
They all face
Face-
one direction.
Right.
Okay.
So that comes from that base.
Okay. So that's the base. The ape's facing in one direction, and then you
But
build
it's
on that.
right. It's an ape.
Well, it's-
Okay.
So that's specific to the apes, but
Right.
Like you said, it has to be something that is consistent throughout the whole collection.
Okay.
Right.
So there's an attribute or something that is consistent
Code
throughout
base.
your entire
Yeah, so if you, let's say you
collection.
start, that's why I said a phone or a
Okay.
shoe,
Okay.
then that's your base.
Okay.
Now from the shoe, you can make the shoe different colors. You make the shoe longer. You put stuff on top of the shoe. You put stuff around the shoe. But the shoe could be that base.
Could be. So you should have a base because I've
have to
seen
have a base.
you have
I
to have a
should.
base.
There's
You have to have a
There's
base.
no other way.
Okay, because I've seen people who have collections, I guess, by what you're saying, that would be disjointed because it wasn't the same thing in each. Is that okay to do?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what we were doing, we were making how traditional collections are made.
Okay.
You take a base character and you make 10,000 different variations of the base character.
Right.
Okay.
But NFT collections are not
Limited to
limited to just that. You can do whatever you want.
Whatever
Some
you
people
want.
have collections where they make literally one character and they just put 1, 2, 3, and it's the same character 10,000 times.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean it's all art. So I mean you can do it. But you're asking how do you make 5,000? Yeah, you could draw 5,000 unique things.
If you wanted
It's
to.
fine. I mean,
Okay.
I don't think that's.
That's not what I'm
would,
about.
I wouldn't approach it that way. But if you out there and you're listening to this and you want to design 5,000 unique paintings, then then you don't need a base character. But we're talking about the standard
Right.
people that want to sell hundreds or thousands of an item.
Mhm.
That's the process.
Okay.
Start with
Okay.
a base character.
Start with a base character. All right, and then so now you have to put it for sale somewhere. How does that happen?
So, but even after the base character,
Okay.
you got the base character.
Well, let's go back. Yeah.
Yeah, let's go back because you skip a whole lot of important stuff.
Well, see, I'm trying not to have you here too long, but okay.
All right. Well, that's fine. So we'll do it really fast. So you have a base character,
Mm-hmm.
then you have attributes. You combine them together.
Mm-hmm.
You put them inside of a software program.
Okay.
That we use NFT generator.
Okay.
And then
It's
randomized.
called NFT
It's
generator.
called NFT generator.
NFT generator.
And the
Okay.
NFT generator takes your base character plus all the attributes and makes it random.
Now,
Did I
why
miss
is that
something?
important? Why does it have to be random?
It has to be random because you want it all to be unique.
Okay.
Unique. That way each one's unique.
So each one is unique. Then,
Yes,
if it's
10,000
random.
10,000 unique. No one has the same. character.
So all right, 10,000 unique. You use an NFT generator called NFT generator. Are there others?
I have
Sure.
checked.
I'm probably there. Sure. I'm sure
Okay,
there
all right, but this is just the one that you
That's
use.
what we use.
Okay, and you like it.
I love it.
Okay.
It's not just the program. Their help desk was incredibly helpful.
And that's helpful. That
No,
is wow.
In
this
this
phase
world,
right now?
yeah, you need that.
Absolutely.
It's a must.
Absolutely. Fantastic. All right. So next in the is there anything else that we're missing?
No.
All right.
Once you
That's
do
for artwork.
for the
For
art,
artwork. Okay.
yeah. Once you get the art, it generates the art. Now you have your art.
Okay. So how do you determine what marketplace you're going to put it on?
So prior to the marketplace, people mint on the site. So the generated.
Not to interrupt you, explain what mint means.
Okay.
People
So-
buy it. They buy it from our website.
So they buy it from the site.
Okay.
And minting is releasing the NFT from the decentralized storage. That's
Okay.
what the technical what it means.
Okay.
But
Technically
yeah,
what it
it's
means.
buying it.
But it's buying it from the site. So
Buying
you set
it
up a
from our
site.
website. Yeah, from our
Mhm.
website.
From a website. So if you don't have a website, you probably need to set one up. Is this what we're saying, or not necessarily?
You don't have
I don't
to,
even
but
have to do it.
you don't have to do it.
Okay.
But I mean, that's just standard stuff. to do.
Okay, it's standard. It's standard.
Yeah.
And okay, so then you set up the website. The minting process is people buying it from the website.
Yes. It's like a pre-sale.
A
So
pre-sale.
if you think about houses, I always compare things to a house.
Okay.
Right,
Okay.
pre-construction.
So you're buying it pre-construction.
Right. So then that
before
way you
the-
don't see what it's like when it's finished.
So
you
minting
won't
is
see it.
putting it on the actual blockchain.
Right.
Okay, putting it on the actual blockchain, whether it's Ethereum or whatever blockchain.
Whatever
you're
blockchain.
using.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Fantastic.
Yeah, but you don't get to see it.
you
Because
don't get
all
to
you do is
see
go
it.
to the website and you see an amount, you pay that amount, and then it spits out something random.
They'll send something from the storage.
Okay, so the storage.
Yeah.
So when do you see the actual finished piece or
After you
It's in your wallet.
went into your wallet. So after,
When it's
after
in
you
your
paid for it, it goes to
Okay.
your wallet, you see it.
okay?
So what happens is when you're talking about where do you sell it, look, like for example, OpenSea, which is very common, looks
Mhm.
rare. They've got Solana Marketplace, Magic Eden. So when you actually get ready to sell it, those are resale sites.
So they have to be minted prior to.
So the
even
initial
going
sale
on.
is from your website. Then
Right.
the resale happens on OpenSea or
Those are
Rarible
reseller
or
sites,
okay,
yes.
resale
Those
sites.
are resale sites, like
Okay.
eBay. eBay doesn't actually make anything, right?
Correct.
It's just a reseller.
Uh-huh.
That's what those are.
Okay. I love the
Yeah.
the.
We learned it. We learned
yeah.
all this. We didn't know anything about this stuff, so we had to learn it ourselves.
So they had to learn it, which
We learned
means
everything.
you can learn it too.
Yes.
Absolutely. Anything else that you want to? Because I feel like I'm taking up so much of your time, and I really want you to get back to the conference. So, are there other things that people need to know? I do have another question, but go ahead.
You have to put the smart contract. You have to be able to verify it in Etherscan. If it's not
So
verifiable,
explain smart contract.
if you go to Etherscan, I think it's etherscan.io.
Yes.
But if it doesn't show up there, then it doesn't exist.
So whatever it is that you're buying or making should show up in Etherscan, or if it doesn't exist.
Correct.
So that's a good way to avoid buying rogue NFTs as well.
Yeah. No, I mean, that is the whole point of when people say you can just click it and download it.
Mhm.
That's because it's not a contract. It's actually, it's not a smart contract.
Okay.
Because if it's on a blockchain, a smart contract, they can't do that.
Okay.
Because, like, for example, we have a website that you can only access it as a holder of our NFT. So if you were to try to go to the website and you had like a fake image, that doesn't give you access because you got to verify it against the contract that's on the blockchain.
So you only have access to that website.
Yeah.
If
if
you
you hold
purchase
one of our
an
NFTs, if you don't, then you don't have access to it. So
Okay.
it verifies it against the contract. So what I'm saying is, if you don't have a contract on the blockchain, then we know you're fake. You won't get in. You won't log
It
in.
won't log in. All right, that's good security. Fantastic. One last question. What do you have favorites in terms of the NFT space that are not your own that you would buy today if you could? You have any favorites?
Invisible friends.
Invisible Friends. Okay. Is that something that you mentioned it, but is that something that you already?
It's an expensive collection. But
Okay,
it's
never
popular.
mind that. It's popular.
Yeah.
And just because something is popular doesn't mean that
It doesn't mean it's good.
it's good or that it's for you.
But their artwork is phenomenal. And it's motion as well. So it's not like a still
It's
image.
really
It's
hard
a
to make.
it's a
It's
motion.
it's
graphic.
difficult to make for someone.
Okay, so that's another thing that it's difficult to make. That
To recreate it. Yeah.
to recreate it.
It's difficult if you don't know nothing about it. If you don't know nothing about
It's difficult.
motion graphics, yeah,
Wow,
it's gonna be tough.
wow. Well, you heard it here first. Thank you so very much. This was awesome. And if people want to get in touch with you, to plug your YouTube, plug everything that you're doing.
So my name is Coffie. My last name is Coffie, Coffie. So you can find Coffie on IG and Twitter. Eric Coffee's on YouTube. Our collection. If you just go to my Twitter or my IG, you'll have the link to it, our link tree on there for our collection. It's called OSTABU. OSTABU stands for the Office of Small and Disadvantaged Businesses. So the government, on the government side, they help small businesses win contracts but because we're not an official government office, we call ourselves OSTABU, which is the phonetic spelling.
Okay.
So we do the same thing for small businesses. We help you get into this marketplace through government contracts.
Awesome. So
That's
getting
what-
into the
that's what
marketplace through government contracts.
Yeah,
Wow.
So that's what we teach, and that's what my collections builds off of, that premise.
Okay. So Coffee on YouTube,
Coffee everywhere.
Coffee everywhere.
And it's COFFIE.
COFFIE. Fantastic. And you, sir?
Coffee no cream everywhere. COFFIE.
That's what I'm talking about. I love it. Coffee, no cream everywhere.
That's right.
So I'm going to let you guys get back to the conference, and I'm going to let you guys get back to whatever you were doing before. I will be back soon. Cheers.
So